Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Another beautiful day over here in Cork in Ireland. I'm on the way to work, so I thought I'll give you a bit of an update about my Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. I have had this bike for almost 2 years now and I love every bit of it. This has been a very reliable workhorse for me. I travel to work on this bike and I've done small bit of adventures around Ireland on this one as well. I was lucky to have two bikes, but right now I have only one left. I have sold my Super Tenere and sorry about my voice shaking because the roads are bumpy over here. Yeah, I have sold my Super Tenere and I have only one bike right now, that is this Interceptor 650. And the question over here is it underpowered, or is it enough to commute and to travel in Europe or over here in Ireland or UK? I'm telling you, yes, it is plenty. This bike has enough of poke to do anything you want. You don't need super bikes to travel around the world, and all you need is reliable bike and the bike which can start in one go. And this is the bike what I'm talking about. Speaking of that, reliability, have I had any issues with this bike? Yes. This bike is a 2019 plate and it has done around 13,000 kilometers right now. And there was only one issue I faced this summer. It is a very well-known issue, and that's the regulator rectifier failing. I'm not sure what is the reason behind it. Maybe it was the corrosion in the connectors, and a lot of people in the forums and everywhere have advised that it is the location of the regulator rectifier which tends to heat up and burns out itself. Maybe that's the case, I'm not sure. But however, it has been replaced by Sprocket and Hubs in Limerick. They are very good guys over here. They are the Royal Enfield dealers over here in Ireland. I highly recommend them. Chris and Elaine, great people. They sorted this bike out for me. It was not very cheap. It was quite expensive. I think I spent around 300 euros and plus service. I'm not sure how much was it, but it was a pricey one. There is a kit with which you can relocate the regulator rectifier to avoid this. I have ordered that kit. That should be with me very soon. Once that arrives, I might relocate the RR and sort out that problem. I have done a lot of modifications on this bike. As you can see, I have done few videos about all these modifications and I've made it up to my liking. I still have more videos to come. In case if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, because there are some more mods which I'll be doing very soon. Yes, and I have changed the front sprocket of this bike to a 16-tooth front sprocket. That reduces the rev range up to an extent, especially on the motorways when I do motorway miles. And if you ask me if has it made a difference in the power, I don't notice anything. The bike still pulls the way it was before, and it drives perfectly. Only thing is that it reduces the RPMs to around 4,500 at 120 kilometer per hour speeds. That helps to increase the fuel economy and reduces the stress on the engine. I hope that helps. And how is the wear and tear on the bike? According to me, there is nothing much, because I cover my bikes with ACF 50 at least 4 times a year and I clean them regularly. So this bike seems like it is new. When we stop somewhere, I'll show you the view of the bike. It's pretty dirty now because I've been using this every day, but still it is a very clean bike. The only drawback what I feel on this bike is the weather protection in winter. In summer, on glorious day like this, it is perfect, but in the winter months when I travel on roads like these where it is pretty cold, and I travel on the motorcycle 365 days, I don't even own a car at this stage, I feel cold. So what I do is, right now I wear a big fluorescent jacket on top of my riding gear, and that cuts down almost all the cold. And I have heated grips on this bike, so that helps up to an extent as well. And I have heated gloves from Gerbing as well. They are fantastic. I highly recommend them. So these all things help to keep me warm in winter, and I still ride this bike in winter. And people were complaining about the corrosion, and some people asked me, since you ride this bike in winter, is there any corrosion on the bike? No, there is no corrosion as far as I can see. I will show you in the walk around when we reach the location of how it looks. It looks pretty clean. AC50 is your friend, folks. It helps you stop corrosion. I'm not sure about any other products. I've not tested them. I've been using AC50 for around, I'm not sure, 7 years, and from the time I started using it, there's hardly any corrosion on any of my bikes. And so the question lies, is this bike a good commuter? Yes, it is perfect. It's a small bike, and the power is plenty to do your speeds, to do your legal speeds, and you can do illegal speeds on this bike as well. This is plenty of power. Comfort, yes, it is comfortable. As I mentioned, the windshield or some bit of protection would have helped, but come on, like, this is a vintage looking bike. It's a modern classic. You can't have weather protection to destroy the view of it, can you? So that's done. And fuel economy, oh yes, that's a very important factor. I'm getting very good fuel economy on this bike, around 22 to 25 kilometers per liter. I believe that is unbelievable. This has got a 13 liter fuel tank, and the fuel economy is very good. I can do around 220 kilometers per tank, which is nice, I believe. And every time I top up, I can't top up more than 9 liters. I'm not sure why, because I think there is a lot of reserve, so that means I still have a lot of range to go. But I don't run the tanks dry. You should never run your tanks dry because it hurts the fuel pump. And how is it to commute in the city? So now we are getting into Cork city over here. This is a perfect bike to commute into the city as well, because it is quite nimble to turn around everywhere, and it is quite agile. Like, I filter through traffic with this. The only drawback I have right now with the traffic is these mirrors. They are the stadium mirrors which I bought from the Hitchcock motorcycles. They are good mirrors. They look fantastic on the bike, but when you're filtering, this tends to hit the mirrors of the cars. It's exactly in the same position. I'll pass by through this car now. Look at that. It's there, very close to the car mirrors all the time. And a couple of times when I was filtering, I've knocked a couple of car mirrors as well with these mirrors. So if you are filtering a lot in the city, I wouldn't recommend these mirrors to you. I would have the stock mirrors which come up here. So it makes the bike a little bit narrower, and it makes the filtering a little bit easier. And if you ride in the night, the headlights on this bike are absolutely brilliant. On my way back now, I will add a clip. I'll be returning only in the night, and by the time it will be dark, so I will add a clip over here of how it looks in the night. And I have 2 of these lovely LED fog lights as well, which I have added just to increase the visibility. And in the night they help a little bit as well. They are cheap lights from Temu, and almost 2 years now they are still working as they should. So a thumbs up there. If you want to buy them, you can buy them from Temu, no problem. At the end of the day, you're not spending 300 quid, it's around just 30 quid. And if the lights are working, that's brilliant. Why not? And folks, just like that, it's night now. I'm going back home. I can say that this Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 has one of the best headlights out there. I thought she pulled out on me. Alright, so yeah, I believe this is one of the best headlights out there. As you can see, I don't have my fog lights on. It is just the headlight which is on. And this is super bright. As you all know, the headlights were updated for the year, I think 2021 there were LED headlights after that, but this bike has halogen headlights, and the throw of this headlight is very good. I've had several bikes as of now, and I've changed the headlights on all of them to LED headlights. This is the only bike which I've kept the stock headlight still, and this is the original headlight which I have from the day one. So I'm not sure. I have the ND filter on my camera, so I don't know if this is making justice or not. You can take my word for it though. This is far better headlight than anything else. I'll run the fog lights now. So that is with the fog lights. It is much brighter and it gives me more of kind of road presence. Oh god, that was a fox right there. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, it's not even fully dark. The throw is quite good on the high beam, and low beam is quite good as well. Kudos to Royal Enfield for making such a good headlight. You know, the other Himalayan, which was the 411 Himalayan, and all the other bikes which I've test ridden, nah, the headlights are not good at all. Look at this one, this is fantastic. I really like this. And yeah, the grin factor. Yes, very important for us motorcyclists. Do I have fun on this bike? Yes, absolutely. Every time I ride this bike, it brings that nostalgia kind of a memory. It's a Royal Enfield at the end of the day, guys. It has sentimental value to it. People don't buy these bikes just so that they can buy a bike. These bikes have some connection to human beings. They have quite a character. You bond with these bikes, and I can tell you, I love this thing, and I don't think I will ever sell it. It will stay in the garage because they are quite cheap. When I bought it brand new, it was brand new because it had only 1,000 miles on it, and I paid only 4,500 euros. That is a steal. And I added all the modifications on this bike, got it serviced, valve clearances, everything done, and still it is running perfectly fine. So for that kind of money, I don't know which other bike you'll get, and which other bike will look so beautiful. I park it outside work every day, and the amount of people stopping there and clicking pictures of this bike, I get really worried thinking that this bike will get nicked someday. But touch wood, so far nothing has happened like that. So this is what I was talking about, filtering through the traffic. If I have a big adventure bike, it would be difficult. I had my Super Tenere, with which I used to travel as well to the city, but this is not anything less than a Super Tenere, I can say. This bike rides brilliant. Garda. So yeah, so that's my small review about this bike, and is it worth getting it in Ireland or in UK? I can tell you, yes, it is absolutely worth every penny to buy this bike. Right now the brand new bikes are at around 9,500 euros, I guess, and they're quite good value. There is a big strong competitor to this bike right now, which is the Bear 650, which looks like a scrambler. And if I was buying a bike similar in a similar range at this price, I would have bought that bike, because that Bear 650 is a much more technologically advanced bike because of the forks, the suspension, and the overall appeal of the bike. The equipment on that bike is great, and even they have replaced the regulator rectifier to the front, which is fantastic. So yeah, if I'm buying a bike right now, that would be the Bear 650. With that note, there will be a new bike on this channel very soon, so stick around and stay tuned for that one. As soon as I acquire the bike, when I'm going to pick up the bike, I'm going to make a review about the same, and I'll post it on the channel. So let's stop somewhere and do a quick walk around. So here it is, folks. It's pretty dirty right now, but as you can see, there is not much corrosion on the casings, and it's wearing out pretty well. You know, it's not that rusty anywhere. Everything is pretty good. So this looks alright. I still love everything about this. This luggage rack is very handy. Oh, looks like I have a hole in the tire. What's this? It looks alright. I have these tech cans which sound fantastic, and yeah, this is my bike, guys. So with that note, I will let you go. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.